Before getting into today's episode, we'd like to thank Mac Performance PT for sponsoring the Walk On Pod. For more on their services and contact information, click the link in our Instagram bio where you will be led to their website. Mac Performance PT, helping Sacramento athletes live life without limits. Thank you for tuning back into the Walk On Pod. I'm Luke Avdalovich. With me is Tommy Ball and Jared Waters, and we have reached what I like to call the Twilight Zone. Fellas, the NBA season is over. The finals ended this past weekend. I guess it was on Monday. And we're here. We have to debrief, and then, who knows what we're going to start talking about. But fellas, it's a great, what's today? Wednesday night. Let's go ahead and have ourselves an episode. How are we doing?
Doing pretty good. Pretty good. Midweek. Over the hump. Good,
Fantastic,
good,
man.
good vibes, man. Good
No complaints
vibes.
over here. Nice Wednesday evening pod. What more can we ask for, right?
This is where you want to be, man. This is where people are trying to be. But we are here. And, the biggest thing for us today is to start out with our scouting report. Scouting report for us is what did we like in the sport in the sports world? What are we giving a start, and what do we not like? What are we sitting this week? Jared, I think you kicked us off last week. Am I incorrect when I said
that? Yeah, last episode. I think I did.
Yeah, I think you did. Tom, you want to go ahead and kick us off this week?
Yeah, I mean I can if that's what we want.
Go for it, man.
I'm gonna sit the Detroit Pistons today. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. Why are you giving Monty Williams that big of a contract, that long of a contract, just to turn around and fire him after 1 year? I mean, they were already a dumpster fire. It's not like he was going to turn them around in 1 year. I think it was $65 million they gave him, and
67.5.
$67.5 million.
I literally just read how much he is going to get paid. That's his buyout, 67.
And I mean, if you're Monty Williams, you're living the dream. So let's applaud him. In literally 1 year, he's been bought out for over $87 million. So he's collecting checks. Shout out to Monty Williams. I'm not sitting you, Monty Williams. I'm sitting the Detroit Pistons, man. That's just horrible management. You got to give the guy more than 1 year. No, like Rome wasn't built in a day, man. And
yeah,
he's a good coach. So I don't get it.
Are we gonna put the blame on him? Like,
no, I can't.
I don't. I want to. Tom, I don't want to steal your thunder, so I'm gonna let you finish.
No, that's pretty much all I have. I just think it's an atrocity. Like that's ridiculous.
So full transparency, Tom, we're in the same city, so this is like we're on the same energy. I actually was gonna sit all NBA franchises for firing their coaches early in their contract. Nice. That was gonna be my sit because it's not just the Pistons. The Suns just did the same exact thing. It's just less money. But Frank Vogel wins a championship. Lakers nah, get out. Well, really, Braun was nah, get out. Gets the Suns job. You just one of the worst roster constructions ever. And then on top of that, never was there a time. I think what was it? Beal, Booker, and Durant only played 11 games together.
Yeah.
And then you're like, yeah, that's your fault. Get out.
Exactly.
But let's give Mike Budenholzer, who just got fired 2 years ago,
and he's proven that
$50 million.
He's proven that Mike Budenholzer is what Mike Budenholzer is going to be. We don't have to get into him, but back to the Pistons, it's what more could Monty Williams have done with that roster?
And Cade was hurt part of the season too, right?
Cade barely played.
Yeah, I don't know how many games he missed, but he's been hurt a lot. Just in general.
Just a complete waste of money and embarrassment. I mean, I could get on my Stephen A. Smith and just talk about how horrible it is, but
all you have to think, I'm going to just give you 3 names, and this isn't the player's fault at all. Because for all, get your money, all that stuff. But, when you have a roster that you draft Jalen Duran, but then you trade for Marvin Bagley, and then you sign or trade for James Wiseman.
Yeah.
That's what yeah, what there's just, and then Cade's hurt, and yeah, I'm with you, Tom. I think the other thing too is though, it's how this always goes, and especially in basketball, you can't fire the players. They can't fire a player. You could trade a player, you could waive a player, but the players make too much money to waive them. And so it's like, and if you can't trade them, and it's like you have to. That's like your last ditch effort, which is stupid. So that's why I think like instead of just do a better. I just think I'm gonna be biased because this is where I was gonna go with what I was gonna say initially is like just hire better development people. And that's probably me being biased, but like if you're in the NBA, right? You're there for a reason. You have some kind of athletic or physical or like skill gift that has put you in that position to be on a roster, right? It's up to the coaching staff to like find a way to put that together, but it's up to the ownership to hire the right coaching staffs. It's like, so it's not Monty's fault, is what I'm saying. It's just like, just do a better job of developing the players that you have so that, or just have better people around that can like develop those players.
Right.
Well, even then, give them a full chance too.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I'm
bro,
saying. Like, you can't develop in 6 months.
bro,
Because I guess
and I think the Suns situation with Vogel is different from the Pistons too. Is like the Pistons' average age got to be like 28 years old. Like, you know what I mean? Like they are
If that.
young. Yeah.
if that.
So like you're expecting if Monty himself is a fairly young coach. Like, you know what I mean? Like he's not like I feel like he really hit the scene during the bubble. You know, some of these
Yeah.
other coaches have bounced from team to team for like
I mean, he was a
years.
really good coach when Chris Paul was in
He
New
was
Orleans.
good.
They made
Yeah,
one
he
Western
was
Conference
good.
Finals, but like, yeah, I get what you're saying.
Like was he supposed to just turn that young team into a contender? Like what was it?
He's a proven good coach, is what you're trying to say, Luke. Like,
and like
he's not like he's
but
a
you
bad
gotta
He's been
give him a
fired
chance
twice
the-
with no, like, for not by any
he
fault of his
literally
own.
he basically has a
Exactly.
college roster. He basically has a college roster, right?
Yeah,
Like,
because
you got-
Cade is
you got-
still what, 22?
you got 22. You got
Jaden Ivey's
Thompson.
20.
You got
Jalen
Thompson, who
Duran's
just
19.
got drafted from OTE. Like, what are we talking about, dude? Like these kids
Guy was
have not
playing
even
AAU. A guy was playing AAU for 20-year-olds. It was
literally
in the
literally
NBA.
10 months ago, and you are over here firing him for that doing. Like, come on, bro. I'm not like I don't know. It's very interesting, but it is like
No,
it's
go
part
ahead.
of the business, I guess. Like, you know.
I just think like it's like, I mean, you can't do it. I don't know. Like there's so many things I want to say about it that just aren't like, that don't make sense because it's not like a real possibility. It's like, I don't know, bro. You gotta start like penalizing these owners. Like you only
for
get
real.
to fire 2 coaches in 5 years. If you fire
Has
more than 2
some
coaches, you start
stipulations.
losing draft picks.
I'm
Like
saying,
start
man.
losing draft picks, bro.
You
Like,
lose 10% of your
you-
team.
Like,
you lose
what?
100
Like, or you
shares
gotta
of the
pay a
team.
tax. Like, go to jail. Like Monopoly, pay 200, go to jail, bro. Like you're not allowed to go to the games. Like when they had Dolan, when Dolan was getting in trouble, and they wouldn't let Dolan go to the games, and like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's just like.
So then I
it's
ask you
just-
to, how upset is Monty Williams really?
Oh, he's cool.
He does
bro.
not care.
He
He'll
doesn't
probably
care,
he'll probably
man.
he'll
He
probably
does
get some
not
front bench
care.
job for a good team that actually is going to allow him.
What?
to
Yeah.
He'll probably go
coach.
back with Pop where he started and
So
go
I
back
saw-
to the Spurs.
I
what
saw
I'm saying.
this, and it was like these head coaches that keep getting fired, like Doc, Monty, Budenholzer, like they take a year, they post for a year, do what they want, and then they just get a consultant job back into that year for a team, and then they're back on as a lead assistant coach.
Yeah,
They're
like
living the
he's
best
cooling.
life.
Would either of you? I can say this now because it's not relevant now. But would either of you believe me if I told you that Larry Brown was a special assistant at University of Washington's basketball team last year?
I wouldn't, but you're
Larry
probably right.
Larry Brown, like he's got fired a bunch, and like guys just like, man, I'm bored. I'm just gonna go be an
Yeah.
assistant coach in
Like
Seattle.
they said, Jeff Van Gundy, he got hired
Yeah.
with the Clippers recently. They
Yeah.
said he was the lead consultant for the Celtics all year long.
Yeah.
You
While
know,
he was
so-
on TV, which is kind of crazy. Is that allowed?
But Monty is going to take whatever this next title job is, whatever it's going to be, and be collecting M's. Collecting M's.
That's like, well, that's the Mike Brown plan. You know that?
I mean,
Mike Brown was getting paid by the Warriors, the Cavs, and the Lakers at the same time at one
That's
point.
so awesome.
That's elite. That's really well done.
Winning championships with the Warriors while still getting paid by the Lakers and the Cavs.
You know who's a real winner right now? Like all ups to Monty Williams. Monty Williams' agent is the real winner right now.
Yeah.
He's really cool. He's
He
like, hey,
really
bro,
is,
you're about to
man.
Yeah.
get fired over here too, but I got you for 80 mil. Like, you're
Yeah,
good.
you're good.
Yeah, what? And plus, I don't know if they get 4% or more than that. I don't know how it works for coaching contracts, but
Thank you. Yes, no, thank you. Yeah, like he's good. He's good off that. Now,
I,
speaking
I
of the
just
Pistons,
like no, I have one more thing to say on
yeah,
this.
go for it. Go for it.
Like, do you think did you think this is because this was my thought process like what was it 2 years ago? Like, do you think Monty went into it thinking like, if this is a dumpster fire, if I get fired, who cares? Right? Essentially, he probably went into it going into
Yeah, probably.
No,
But
I
I
don't
don't
think
know.
so.
I
Bro,
mean,
there was
No,
no way that Detroit was gonna be good. There was
no,
no way, bro. There was
I'm
no
not.
way.
I'm not
like in a
saying that,
couple
but I'm saying
years, maybe though.
you got to remember who
No.
these guys are, Jared. Like they like he probably was like excited to have young basketball minds in there that he was going to have the opportunity to mold over a course of his contract, right? So like he was probably like, if I get fired, cool, I already signed it. But I'm sure he was excited at the opportunity to like try to build a young team. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yes,
I
maybe
agree with
not.
that.
Maybe in Miami, not in Detroit though.
Okay, but see, I mean, who knows? He might be a sicko. And this is a great segue because do we see they're saying JJ's name might be thrown into the Detroit
I did.
pool?
Dude, he
Did
would
see that.
actually probably be. I'm not gonna lie to you. One of the players on the team would actually punch him in the
He
face.
probably like that though.
My
No,
I know, but I'm just saying though, his delivery. We've talked about his delivery, bro. Like one of these dudes that's 20 years old is not gonna
like, you don't know more than me.
hearing
No.
that.
back.
Like, yeah, I wasn't even born when JJ was playing. Like,
He would have given them buckets too. But yeah, I saw his name was in the mix.
I know. What are the okay? Since we're on this subject, like, when are the Lakers gonna pick a coach?
Really
I mean,
good
they were
question.
just
Like,
they were just waiting. Do I
like,
need to make another prediction? Because clearly that lasted about 8 hours last time before pod got uploaded. Pod got uploaded at midnight by
Yeah,
by the time we
that
were all
was
waking
crazy.
up
Yeah,
at
you might
7.
need to make another prediction. Do you have any names in
Uh,
mind?
I think the Lakers are gonna pick up a Jared Waters from the coaching pool.
oh God.
Make sure your phone's ready.
Hey! I'm telling you right now, it would only go one of two ways.
If you get offered Hurley's bag, you got to take it, right?
I
don't care.
What? Are you kidding
Yeah.
me?
I'm just saying, like you were over here talking about how you could never coach for Braun and all this, but like,
I
come
didn't.
on.
No. I didn't say that I couldn't do it.
Oh,
I was
you,
saying that
so
I
you,
wouldn't want to do it.
so
I was like,
Hurley
no
couldn't
one
do it,
wants
but
to
you
coach.
can do
No,
it.
no.
I see
You're
what's-
talking apples
I
to
hope-
oranges right.
I hope
now.
people are hearing what he's
Hey,
really trying to say right now.
Hurley has other options. I don't have other
Yeah.
options.
What are you talking about?
So it's like, yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm
plenty of
saying. Is
options.
like if it was like, hey, like, do I go coach this team that's going to win a third national championship, or do I go deal with Braun? I'm not dealing with Braun. If you're me and it's like, hey, am I going to show up at Sport Courts at 10 tomorrow, or I'm going to go yell at Anthony Davis to play some defense
I think these
for
are
$50
both-
million?
I
I'm
think-
gonna do that.
I would sit down and make a real pros and cons list because you're not looking at it really in a healthy mindset the way I would. I'm just being
oh,
honest.
man.
I don't know,
On a
man.
more serious note, I think it's going to
Uh,
be James Borrego.
At least,
That's what they're saying.
I wonder what happened with JJ then. Like, I wonder what the like
bro, I'm telling you what happened.
you did.
His
What do you mean?
delivery is not like
No.
I just don't think that like
So, but he was
for
literally.
him to coach.
They literally had him. Like the reports were that it was like they were gonna finalize it after the finals and all this, and then the Dan Hurley stuff popped
Yeah.
out. So like something had to have happened
Uh,
besides him having an interesting delivery. I think it's the pod. I think people were like, no, I'm not going for that. Clearly, JJ and LeBron have a relationship outside of basketball that we don't want to deal with.
And that's the other thing too is like he said, didn't he say? Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't he say he was going to continue doing the pod if he was coaching?
Yeah, I think that was. I don't know. There were a bunch of reports, so I feel like I did see one that said that.
He gets in there, he pulls out the box score.
That's
It's
crazy.
like, LeBron, who should we sit
I
next
saw
game
that.
based on
I
this?
saw that Doug Gottlieb.
Yeah.
Doug Gottlieb's
Look
gonna
at
keep
what this
doing
guy
his
Cam
radio
Reddish is
show.
doing out here.
Yeah, he is. Well, he's at where's he? Green Bay.
Dude,
He's at
that's
Green
wild
Bay,
though.
yeah.
Yeah,
He
well,
said he's
Green
gonna
Bay.
keep doing
Yeah.
his radio show.
I respect it.
Yeah.
Imagine taking a tough loss and waking up at 6 a.m. and the radio show the next
Bro,
day.
just lighting your players up like that, like the one coach.
You're like, I got practice at 10, man.
Uh,
I'm not taking this call today.
Yeah. Yeah. Or just getting badgered by Wisconsin Green Bay fans. Like, God,
Coach, what
Coach,
was
what
that
happened last
rotation
night?
you thought with 4 minutes to go?
Yeah,
last
literally,
media
those are
timeout?
all the
What do you-
calls. What
Yeah.
were you thinking last night?
That could be good content though. Maybe he knows what he's doing. I don't know. That could be good content.
Maybe
Yeah, that's
he's-
true.
Maybe he's a
Yeah, Coach,
pioneer.
real into the coach's mind.
Yeah.
I honestly like to be completely honest, and I just don't think they have a good option. Like, regardless, like, there's no way that Brago is gonna like. He's a good coach. There's just no way that he's gonna carry weight in that room. Like,
Yeah.
But
just
who
to be
is?
honest, that's what I'm
Right?
saying.
It's like what you're
It's Phil
saying. Exactly
Jackson.
what you're saying.
That's what I just said. They literally have no options, bro. They have no options. Like,
Derek
and they've
Fisher.
waited this long.
Derek Fisher.
Oh
Okay, my
boy.
fault.
Pop.
Yeah.
They need
Lakers,
someone like Pop, someone on his level.
They need Jordan Farmar, Lakers legend.
Jay Wright.
What if they could?
Bring Jay
What if they
Wright
could
out of
convince
retirement.
Coach Saseki? What if they could convince Coach
Yeah, or
Saseki?
Coach
No way. There's no chance. He's talking about someone who has better options.
Uh,
Cooling right now. He was talking about people cooling. He's
actually,
good.
you know what, Tom? Jay Wright's not a bad
Oh, he's a
play.
phenomenal coach, man.
But I'm saying, like, he has the personality to connect with, like, the players. Like, I feel like and the stuff he teaches is good stuff.
He's elite. I don't know. He retired early.
Yeah, because the NIL, he wasn't trying to deal with that.
Respect.
I don't blame him.
Power to
I don't blame him at all.
Does he still help out
that's
with USA or no? Or is he done completely?
I have no idea. I
guess
just
we'll
know
find
that,
out.
like, bro, there's literally no good option. Like, they do not have a good option.
They're just gonna have to find some young star. The next coach.
Yeah,
Why don't we just make LeBron a player coach?
I don't know why they haven't done that yet.
That seems like it'd be the best.
I feel like the
option,
Buzz
honestly.
family has too much of an ego to do that.
Yeah, I feel like everyone already knows that's what's happening anyways. And two,
Yeah, like, just and we talked.
Bro,
Didn't we talk about that? Like, he has no one to blame at that point.
the buzz and the marketing that you could do surrounding that would be incredible. Like, the business aspect of it would be amazing.
Yeah,
Would be very good.
agree.
And then you could tee him up to be the next franchise coach if you wanted to. Like, who knows? You know what I mean? And that could be your lane.
Well, he's gonna, as soon as he retires, he's gonna buy a team. So
There you go. You can buy the Lakers from Genie. They're clearly friends.
they will not. Okay, all right, you sick guy.
We all saw the clip, bro. I wasn't insinuating
sick
anything. Just saying.
Okay.
We all
What's your
saw-
starter sit,
First
bro?
of
What's your
all-
starter
first
sit,
of
bro?
all, Happy International Women's Day.
Yeah. Okay. Mine's not a basketball related one. So if you have a basketball one, I guess you have to pivot, huh?
I'm pivoting, but it's okay. I have some other options. I wasn't sure exactly which way I was gonna go. I was gonna get on a soapbox, but I kind of just did that, so I don't need to do that again.
All right. Well, I can
Go ahead.
I'm just
Yeah,
letting
no,
know.
you go,
I'm just
you
gonna
go, you
break
go.
up the basketball noise here. Mine's actually stemming from a conversation that we had, Jared, on the golf course, and I have
Oh,
a sit,
God.
and I have a sit.
This doesn't have to do with my golf game, does it?
No. It doesn't have to
Okay.
do with golf, but summer's rolling around, and everyone has their favorite summer activities, and I am out. I'm out on pickleball. I'm sitting pickleball. And let's have this conversation because it's apparently
We
everyone's-
already had this. This was a long conversation. We were
I'll
on the
invite
course
this
for 4 hours.
conversation. I'll invite
Listen,
this conversation.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are gonna not like this, and I'm just gonna be honest with
I
them. right
disagree.
now.
This isn't
I'm
gonna
gonna
bode well. I'll tell you right now.
I just
I
want
think it's
people to
gonna
look in the
bode great.
mirrors. No, I don't think so. I don't think so,
I think
Jared,
so.
because it depends on who's listening. Because this is the thing about pickleball, man, and this is why I told Jared when we were talking about it. It allows people to think they're doing something when you're just playing glorified ping pong. Like, if you went and played ping pong for an hour, if you go play ping pong for an hour, you're not thinking you're gonna get a workout, right? And I get it, you're outside.
I don't know
playing
how
against
you
friends.
play ping pong, but I get after it, man. I'm telling you, I'll be
Dude,
in full sweat.
Look, I do too, but these people, bro, have you seen the people who play pickleball? Bro, they're out there just dinking it around. Boom, boom. Like, bro, if you want to play real paddle sport, play tennis. Like, that'll get your heart rate up. I promise you will get your heart rate up. And two, bro, pickleball with 4 people, you're literally covering like a 5-foot space. You're covering a 5-foot
So
space.
I can get on board with that. I do not like the 4-person pickleball. It's a
Bro.
social event.
Oh my God.
Like one-on-one is more entertaining and fun.
But still, bro, if you're gonna do that,
Pickleball is legit.
I don't know if it's
man.
legit. Legit is not the word that I would use.
Pickleball is a
pickle-
lot of fun, man.
Pickleball
is a
bull-
lot of fun.
Pickleball is BS, bro. Pickleball is BS, bro. It's a social event. Like people really think that they're going out there,
I mean, maybe for some people, but when I go out and play pickleball, that is not a social event. I'll tell you that
bro.
right now.
It
I'm telling
100% is a social event,
bro,
Tom.
it's
There's no way around it.
bro.
For me?
It's
For anybody.
for everybody, bro.
Not for me, bro. That's a competitive environment right there. We can get Draco on the phone. We can get all the other roommates. They know. They know when I'm playing pickleball, I'm not there to lose.
It literally that might be true for you, Tom, but pickleball was literally invented for people to play tennis without having to work as hard.
No,
Bro,
and that's
without
fair.
work-
I'm not disagreeing with that, but I disagree.
So it can't be
completely with what
competitive.
Luke is saying here.
Bro, you can't. But you're taking both sides right now.
I mean, I hear you on the social part, but like there are plenty of people out there that are competing. Like, have you like
Nah, bro.
I have
It's
been
not about
to a pickleball court
it's
with
not
lots
about
of people, and
competing. It's
people
not
go
about
hard.
competing. It's not about
There are
competing.
competitive people and everything,
not
but
about
I would say
competing.
the sport
I
is
c-
not built to be
It's
competitive.
glorified ping pong. Like Jared said, I'm going to compete my ass off in a game of table tennis. Don't get me wrong,
But I
I'm
don't
gonna
think it makes
compete.
it any less fun.
bro. You're missing the point. See, this is why people are going to be upset with it because they have such an emotional tie to pickleball. The point.
What's
the point
point
is
here then?
okay. I was about to say it and then you interrupted me. The point I'm making is people like to go out there and think they do something. They look at their Apple Watch rings and it fills up because you're playing pickleball. You're not doing anything. You're out
At
there
least
just
they're
standing
outside, man.
Okay, see, and now here's the problem, fellas. Here's the problem.
I don't think I'm
Checking
the
a
problem.
box. I never said you're the problem. I said here's the problem. You see what I'm saying? There's an emotional tie to pickleball, and this is why I have to consider this week.
You're doing a lot right now.
We're in the
man.
middle.
You're doing a lot. Pickleball is a fun pastime, and it's
I
a
let
fun
you
So
thing
would
to
you-
do.
I let you get
so let
your
me-
start and sit off, bro. Can I get mine off? Like this is crazy.
Can I ask
But
a
you're
question, though,
you
or
keep
can I
taking
have a
subtle
que- can I
jabs
just-
at me within these, so I have
No,
to
can I just
respond
ask
here.
a question?
interrupting me.
Can I just ask a question? Tom, do you look at pickleball in the same realm as cornhole?
Pickleball is way better than cornhole, in my opinion.
Oh, that's a crazy take, but
Bad
I
take.
respect your take, but then that didn't answer my question. Are they in the
Like, what do
same
you
realm?
mean?
They're in the same
No.
realm. It's a
No.
social sport.
It's
No,
the same
no.
thing, bro. It's
It's
just like
the
mini
same
golf.
thing,
It's
bro.
just like
It's
mini
the
golf,
same
bro.
thing.
It can't be because in
It's just like
pickleball,
mini
like
golf.
in cornhole, you can toss and just have a conversation. When you're playing pickleball and you're in a heated rally, you're not having a conversation.
But if it's
Dude,
2-on-2,
dude.
sometimes you never touch the ball in a heated rally.
Look, Tommy, bro, I'm not disrespecting your pickleball matches. All right, I'm not saying you don't compete and you don't go hard. I'm saying if you go, you're in the area right now. If you go to Lifetime Fitness and you go look at all the damn pickleball courts, they're all standing around taking pictures with their damn paddles, little outfits
Yeah, well, that's
on.
lame. I agree with that. That's
But
lame.
Tommy, so can you just look at this as a whole? I'm not attacking you as a competitor.
No,
I'm
it's just what I'm trying to say is where I've been playing pickleball in Utah is people were there competing as well. I'm looking around and people are battling. There, two people are
again,
waiting to come on.
I
Like
never said
it's a
I never said
competitive
it's
thing.
I never said it's not competitive. I said it's glorified ping pong. I said that people think that they're going out there and getting a real workout in when you're not actually doing anything. That if you really want to get something out of it, play a real tennis. Play something that you're actually going to move around and not just cover a 5-foot space. You can compete in video games for all I care. If I play Madden, I'm not saying I'm Sauce Gardner. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not the same thing. I'm just out on pickleball, man. It's a social event, and you can compete at a social event. Again, I'll go to a mini golf tournament. That's like whatever
Luke
it is.
has played me in cornhole.
It's competitive. I don't talk to
Yeah.
Jared inside the lines.
Cornhole is competitive.
Yeah.
But it's a social thing. I'm not playing
Yeah,
cornhole
I mean, you're
outside of a
still
barbecue.
you're
That's a
still
social
getting
event.
mobile in pickleball though, so that's why I'm not understanding the whole.
And now the disconnect is happening
That's
because bro,
that's where I'm
you're
having a disconnect because
you're not getting mobile in pickle. Bro, go watch some pickleball highlights. Guys are just standing there like this. They're not moving, bro. They're just waving the wand around, bro. I'm out on pickleball, bro. I'm out. I'm selling it.
Yeah, I mean
Sitting
that's a
it, bro.
tough thing to be out on, bro. I think that's
I'm
a really
taking a
bad,
s-
especially with the way it's trending right now. It's just
Yeah,
but we
that's why I
don't care
gotta
about
step
the
up.
trends, though. Yeah.
You should know by now, man. That makes me
Man,
want to hate it even more.
I want y'all to. Let's get together and play some damn pickleball because y'all are gonna change your minds. You can't play with me.
That's no, bro. Okay, we're going in
just listen
circles
to-
here. Yeah,
I'm
we're going in
not
circles.
playing pickleball. First off, and second
See,
off,
and that's your problem. That's the
No.
problem.
Tom, you act like you know who I am. I play pickleball all the time, and I hate it, but I'm gonna do
You
it
just
because
said-
people want to. Dude,
But you
look-
just
but
said
it's
you're not
not-
playing
but-
pickleball.
He's sitting on his
No.
high chair because he thinks he's dope for playing pickleball. He's missing the whole point.
No, I'm not sitting on my high chair because I think I'm dope playing pickleball, but I'm gonna back pickleball because pickleball is
That's
fun.
No,
cool. You
like
can
okay, but
back it.
that
I'm just out on
okay.
it, bro.
I'm
Like,
okay.
and
Just both
I
of
have
you.
homies that want to play pickleball, and I said, sure, let's go do it. I don't do anything. I was playing with my left hand because I was out there bored. I was bored. I'm not doing anything. Like, I want to play tennis. I want to go run on the track. I'm not gonna go play pickleball. What are we doing? What are we doing?
It's so funny, bro.
What are we doing, man? And no, I'm not gonna play pickleball with you. And it has nothing against you.
But
but
you don't want to see me. That's fine.
Sure, you can wear that cap. I don't really care.
I will. I'm gonna wear it proud.
Good for you.
Thanks.
Jared, what were you gonna say?
I don't know.
I mean, Jared already kind of hopped in with the NBA team one. Too,
No,
so
this
he
is
doesn't have
like
one.
the
It's fine.
funny thing about this is like
no, I thought
is
he had a
that-
point on the
No,
pickleball.
I do have a point. Is that Tom is fighting hard for his point, and Luke is fighting hard for his point, not understanding the both of you guys. You're making different points. That's all I'm saying.
No,
And it's funny.
I agree.
That's
Yeah,
why I'm.
that's
That's
fine.
why I'm laughing.
Yeah,
That's why I'm
you're
laughing.
probably
Tommy
right.
Tommy thinks I'm attacking him as a pickleball player. I could give it. He could be the best pickleball player in the world.
No,
I'm just
it's
out on it. I'm just out on it. I'm not. It's
no.
not for
I
me.
really do
Tom
truly
is
believe.
Tom is an unbiased third party here. Pickleball is not. It is a. It's a whether it's competitive or not. It is a social like thing.
Okay, that's fine.
And
That's fine.
like I can say the same thing. Like if we're being honest, I could say the same thing about golf. There's a
could-
lot of people that
I would
golf
agree. I would
That
agree.
for a
100%.
social like. There's a
People
reason
getting
why
drunk
there's
on
men's
golf
club.
course, bro. Like people
Yeah,
getting drunk on golf
like,
courses.
there's a
People are getting
reason-
drunk playing
yeah.
pickleball.
Like there's a reason there's men's clubs. There's a reason that there's like women's clubs that go and golf the same. Like if you drive over past Land Park Golf Course at 9:30 in the morning on a Tuesday, there is about 50 ladies out there putting
Man,
that
bro,
ball
that's-
around with their push carts and
That's
chatting it up.
Lifetime Fitness sold their soul for the pickleball course because people are out there waving
Yeah.
their stuff around, thinking that they're doing something. I just don't
I
like when
guess-
people
I
think
guess
they're
my
working out
qualm-
playing pickleball, bro. That's not a workout, bro. Like that's crazy.
I guess my qualm with what Luke's saying is, I think that he's grouping. I think he's being too general with it. Is what I'm trying to say.
No, you're
No,
taking
pickleball
offense
in
to it.
general.
Tommy,
Yeah,
you-
pickleball in general
you-
is a social sport.
You and Drake going at it playing pickleball, you and Drake would go at it playing anything. You guys could play tic-tac-toe and it's going to end in a yelling match. It has nothing to do with who you two are as competitors. So take the pickleball out of it in that sense. Go to a random place that has multiple pickleball sports and tell me if that's real athleticism competition. It's not. It's not. You're
We
personally
talked
tied
about
to
pickleball
it.
for the last 20 minutes.
Yeah, this is why I had to bring it up, bro, because
Tough
people
combo,
love
man.
that damn
Tough
sport.
combo.
No, this is good because basketball is like
That's what this is. Well, I mean, yeah,
yeah.
season's
This-
over. These are
yeah.
the conversations we're gonna get into.
I don't really have anything else to say on the topic.
That's what I'm saying.
But I do agree. I do agree with the people like what you're saying. I'm in the same boat is the people that go there to take pictures of the paddles and
Ugh.
act like they're doing stuff. Yeah,
And
I
that's
agree
that's
with that.
that's
I agree with
that's
that.
a 95% majority of people who play pickleball. So
And you might be right. And you might be
you're-
right. But
I
I
thi-
just want to shine the light on the
The 5%?
competitive pickleball because I've seen some competitive pickleball, man. That stuff's cool. It's fun.
I'm out on it. I'm gonna let you have
Anyways,
that because
any-
you can have that. But it's just I'm out.
anyways.
I'd rather
play
play
real
tennis
sport.
though. I would rather
Yeah.
play tennis.
I knew you would. And that's fine. That's good.
But a tennis, you can tell the difference between a tennis workout and a pickleball workout.
Absolutely. It doesn't
Tennis is
compare.
also
It
10
doesn't
times harder.
compare.
Yeah.
And pickleball is also easy, bro. I'm not hearing that, bro. Let's go and we can move on. Pickleball is not a difficult sport. So that's why people like to play it too, because they feel like they're doing something. Again, they feel like they're doing something.
I mean, yeah, that's why it's social. Cornhole's easy.
It's ping pong, bro. It's glorified
Yeah.
ping pong.
Anyways, all right. So, like
Give
we've
a
already
start, by
discussed.
the way, 'cause we sat twice.
No, I want to stay with the sit.
Okay, let's go.
I
like
was
it.
planning on sitting. I want to keep it pat here. I thought about a start, and I'm gonna go away from basketball because basketball's over. What I want to stop, when I want to sit, is, and this might be very, very specific, so we may not talk about this long. I want to sit the complaints that I heard over the weekend about the difficulty of the U.S. Open. I want to sit the complaining. Does
You
that
mean the
make
difficulty
sense?
of the golf or the
Course. People
difficulty
were
of the
complaining. No,
streaming?
people were complaining that course was too hard.
Mhm.
That
That's
it
just how
wasn't
the US
wasn't
Open is,
enjoyable.
man. That's
Right.
how,
That's
how
what
it
I'm
is every
saying though.
year.
Is like I know, but that's my point. Is that there was a lot of people complaining. Players,
all commentators, media, like a lot of people complaining about the difficulty of it. I thought it was awesome to watch, and it
I feel like
ended
that
up
makes it more
being like
entertaining, no?
Makes
right.
it
But a
you can
lot
re-
of people
it's relatable.
like right because people were saying like oh like I don't want to see the best player. I don't want to watch the best players in the world have to, but like chip out
I
of
do.
blast out of a bunker and then
Yeah.
roll it off the other side of the green and have to go out the other bunker. I was like, yes, I do. I
That's
that
what
want
I
to
do.
feel
last-
like I'm.
That
That's what
last
happens to
Bryson
me.
shot was sick.
I
Like,
love seeing Scotty Scheffler look like me on a random Friday. Like I love
yes,
it. Like
what?
it's great.
Yeah, and but that's the. I think to me that's where what gets lost in this whole thing. So like obviously I'm sitting that complaining, but what gets lost is like that's how difficult golf can be, right? Is like it can make every person crumble. And like I'm not gonna go at Rory today because that's just I don't need to do that. But like you saw what happened. Like no, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
Yes,
We've done that
this guy's a
before.
hater. This
Like
guy's a hater.
like you saw I've been very very vocal on how my feelings are about that situation. But like it's a tough like all of us have felt how that felt for him.
Yeah.
Like
I'll say
not
this.
with that much, not much with that much at stake, but like dude, how many times like have we been like especially like people that are early like young in the game. It's like, "Oh man, I'm about to par or I'm about to birdie," and you just lip one out that you should
And then
make.
it's a 3-putt.
Yeah, and then it's because you cannot recover from that. Like that, like to me, so the difficulty of the course like makes everyone human. I think. I don't know. That's why I hate the complaining of it. It's like, dude, it's supposed to be hard. Like it's not
Yeah,
supposed to be easy.
that's the U.S. Open is designed that way. I'll say this though. So with the rise of golf in probably the last 3 to 4 years, I'd say
Yeah.
this I feel like was the first U.S. Open in that time period that was traditional U.S. Open because last year all the golf analysts, you go back and check this, were complaining that it was too easy. Like there's the iconic shot of Wyndham Clark hitting a blatant slice. It was a blatant slice on 18 when he needed a par or a bogey, whatever it was, to finish it as the winner last year. And it was literally like a 50, 60-yard slice, and he
Talk
still
about
landed.
he got right on in the crap, right? Like he was like
No, no,
up on a
no, no,
hill.
no, you didn't see. You weren't listening. On 18, he needed like a par or a bogey, like a standard score to win the U.S. Open, and he hit a 60-yard slice and it landed in the fairway. And it was like, I remember people were like, "Oh, this is the U.S. Open. Like it's supposed to be difficult, and like you can hit this type of shot and be in the fairway." So like you take that from last year, where there was already complaints that it like was too easy. The COVID year that Bryson won his first one, everyone was already putting like asterisks on it because I forget what course it was, Oakmont maybe.
Was that Wing?
Uh,
No, it wasn't Wingfoot. Or no?
Wingfoot. Yeah, no, you're
Yeah.
right. Wingfoot. They didn't have, and it's the same thing that they said when DJ won the Masters during COVID. They didn't have the same time period to prepare because during COVID and stuff, it was all up in the air if it was going to be played or whatever. So the conditions weren't
So
the
they
same.
didn't prep the course.
And then I forget what was the year in between, but it was similar complaints. So I feel like this one was the first one where the USGA was on it. Like they were probably at Pinehurst #2 12 months ago, getting it prepped for what it needed to be, right?
Yeah.
And so welcome, like with the influx of new golf fans and everything, like this is what it is. And then also there's the comparison to when we would watch, like, bro, when Tiger won in '08, when him and what's his name went into the playoff, right? The final score was like -6 or like -8. Like it was single digits at
Yeah.
at Torrey Pines, which on a normal
Yeah.
course day is not notoriously one of the more difficult courses. Like,
Tough greens, but like yeah, the
bro,
course
like
itself is
I mean,
like
all the PGA
yeah.
are tough, like
Yeah,
relatively, right?
No, I'm just saying like that would be the most difficult part of that course is the greens in general, but like yeah, the fairways and stuff like that
Like
aren't
they, but
out of this world.
you got
Yeah.
Tiger Woods, who's obviously he was hurt that week and everything, but like at the peak of his game, like he's still Tiger Woods at this point in '08. And he finished -8 over 4 days. Like, and he had to make a birdie on 18 to force a playoff. Like,
Yeah.
that's what the U.S. Open is about. And so, yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that.
Yeah,
Take.
I just think like, and it's like I don't know, it's like you can't have it both ways. That's like the thing that bothers me the most. It's like you
Yeah, because
can't.
they complained. They said that the PGA was too easy when
Yeah.
they were like -16 or whatever.
And
it was.
then you're like complaining like oh that like and again I'm not gonna go deep into this conversation, but it's like okay like oh Liv only plays like 54 and blah 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 and all sorts of stuff. And it's like, I mean, it
I'm
doesn't
not.
seem to like Bryson won, so like he seemed to be fine playing.
YouTube golfer Bryson DeChambeau won
Yeah, so
big time.
My guy, my starting point
Um,
forward.
let's talk about basketball again. Let's reel it back in before we get into the starting five. This is going to be our segue. Obviously, the Boston Celtics win. Let's talk about our guy Jason Tatum. Let's talk about it. Let's talk
You did
about
say
his
you were gonna
news
bring this up.
coverage. Yeah, I wanted to bring it up. I want to
Mm,
feel the
I see.
temperature right now because Jared was about to, give his piece during training today, and I was like, whoa, save it for the pod because I want to talk about it. It's basically probably at the forefront of basketball Twitter right now. I would say is Jason Tatum and his post finals antics. Let's open it up. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Do we think he's corny? Like
Corny by a mile.
by a mile?
Corny is Ohio cornfields, man.
Yeah,
Stop.
man,
That was awful.
It just felt like he was trying too hard, and I don't know. Nothing felt organic.
No, I
Nothing
agree.
that he was saying felt organic at all. And it was like,
It's
all right,
like he
we've heard that
rehearsed. It's like
before.
they were gonna
Yeah.
win. He like rehearsed everything and
I mean, he
just
probably
went
did.
down his checklist. I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they were up 3-0. It's like, okay, we're gonna win. What am I gonna say when we win?
I don't know. It's just
The Kanye reference was so
That
bad.
one's crazy. I hate that one the most.
That was
yeah, but
so
everyone does
bad.
that one. I didn't like the We Did It one. That was like I'm watching. I was like, bro, you're not KG. Like, I'm sorry.
And and I don't know.
Like, and it wasn't even a tough series for him. It wasn't even tough playoffs for him.
Yeah, I mean, we can
I
talk. We're gonna
mean,
get into
Like, of
our
course you
starting
did it.
five, but
You're supposed to do it.
Yeah, everybody got hurt. He played everybody that got hurt.
it was just
You were
it-
literally
it's just-
supposed to do it.
It was weird. It's weird energy, but I also feel like do you think if he didn't already have the track record of being corny, like everyone always flames him for the Kobe text and then like, just the little things like that he does and the stuff with Deuce, like
I just
can be
think
corny.
like
Do you think do you think if he didn't already have that track record that he would be getting put on
Oh,
blast
yeah.
as much as he is?
yeah,
You still
I
he
think
would?
For sure.
I think because like this is what I'll say about it is that, bro, like the internet never forgets.
Never.
You can bring stuff up from like people have that stuff bookmarked, right? So it's like as soon as you start doing that stuff, it was instantaneous that like because I didn't even watch the game because the game was a blowout by the time I got home. So I didn't watch the
Yeah.
game. I got on Twitter about the game. I think the game got over like at 8, maybe. I got on Twitter by like 8:39, and he was already getting flamed.
Oh yeah, no,
So
they
it's
were
like
on it.
people
They were on
people
it.
were ready to like flame. I also think like he's an easy person to hate, whether that's like whether that makes sense or not, or whether that's legitimate or not. Like just like people probably just hate on him. Like he's just like he takes tough shots and
he's on arguably the most notoriously hated NBA team, either them or the Lakers. Like that's what it is. He's
the best player.
He went to
and,
Duke.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I mean?
went
Like
to Duke. He's got a fresh lineup all the time.
he's got a
like,
fresh line. He got a cute kid
he's-
that they always post.
Yeah, he's
like,
light
you know what I mean?
skinned.
He's
Yeah,
got a-
yeah.
Yeah.
He's the image, man. Like if people are gonna hate
Yeah.
that, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, do you think if like Shea, like let's say a Thunder won and he did all this stuff, do you think he would be getting flamed as much? Like, I don't think he
Absolutely.
would. I don't think he would.
No, I don't think he would either. But I also know for a fact he wouldn't do that though. So
Yeah,
it's
he
like
wouldn't
it's
do
like
that. No,
it's almost like Tatum played into it. You know what I
They-
mean?
yeah.
Like he knew.
They
He
would have
didn't
been
care at
corny
that
in their
point.
own way. The Thunder would have
Yeah.
been corny in their own different way.
I kind of enjoy their corniness.
No, I mean, they're funny, but like,
they're
No,
bought
I-
into it. I don't.
and that's that's what I do respect about the Thunders. The Thunder are doing it because they know it's funny and they know it'll get clicks.
The
Like,
funny,
that's
the only
why
thing
they're
to
doing
me that's funny that they do, the only thing that's funny is when they bailed on the reporter chick and then went to their local
That was
reporter.
funny.
That was the funniest thing that they did.
I think the Jalen Williams barking is also funny. I don't know. That I laugh at
Yeah,
that.
I don't know. I don't like
The
the
Yeah,
Jason
words
sounds on
Tatum
the
thing,
basketball
man,
court.
it was just why, you know?
I also think like for him, like I for them to whether it was legitimate or not or whatever excuse you want to make, like bro, like they definitely won one, so like he can feel vindicated, and so at that point, like
sure.
he doesn't care, like
Yeah.
because like bro, if
And
they
he
didn't
shouldn't
win this
care.
year, like
Oh,
if they
it was
didn't
gonna
win
be
this
bad.
year,
It was gonna be
oh,
bad.
bad,
It was gonna
bad,
be
bad, like
Yeah.
bad.
So you
bad.
you could
So,
you could clown him as much as you want. You're not clowning him because
like at this point he doesn't care.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like he doesn't like. I think he just doesn't care. Like I think it's like
whether he's doing it intentional or like he's just like that. I don't know. Some people are
Yeah.
like I'm not saying he is, but some people are weird, man. I don't know.
Just be original.
Maybe
though.
he's a
like, come on, man.
yeah, but I think some people like they don't know what to say, so they just like
Yeah.
They just
take
fall
other
back on what
people's
they've
words.
seen on Twitter. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like that's what people were saying. He was just prepping by watching old YouTube videos. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he took a.
like I mean,
wasn't-
that's the thing is like because if like this is the one thing I will say about that, and then I'm gonna shut up because I'm probably talking too much. As corny as it might sound, someone got away with saying it, so it was a safe space for him to say something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, rather than saying something that now is original and
Out
you're
of
gonna get blamed
pocket or
for it.
something
Yeah.
original that sucks that you're gonna get memed for anyways.
Yeah, might as well get me for
And
copying
honestly,
someone.
it's 2024.
Yeah, 'cause, like,
he was gonna
if
get.
I-
He
if
was
I-
gonna.
if he
Yeah,
would've done-
exactly.
Yeah.
He's gonna get.
Like,
He's
if I
gonna
was
get
gonna-
hit regardless.
Yeah, if I was gonna do the Kobe pose, like if I was him doing the Kobe pose with the stats.
Did he do it? By the way, I don't even know if
trophy.
he did it.
I don't know if he
Nah,
did.
Not really.
but,
He did like this little like kickstand one that everyone was saying that
Yeah,
he was
yeah,
trying
I've
to look
seen
like
that.
Kobe.
But like that's the thing is like if you do the Kobe like shot, like no one like people are gonna think you're corny, but like no one's gonna think you're a bad person. You know what I mean? Or that you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't know. Like that's a safe bet. That's a safe bet to
Fair.
pull a Kobe.
Yeah, I mean, everyone was anticipating that he was gonna do it too. So
What they gonna say now?
I
yeah,
don't
man.
know. Yeah.
All right. Well, I just want to talk about that. I feel like that was kind of the most newsworthy.
I mean,
thing.
the real interesting thing happens where like the question that everybody gets, like, can they win another one? Like,
They're
is
returning
everyone- like,
everybody
if-
on contract. I'm pretty sure.
I know. Well, they're gonna give Jason the big extension, and like that's the thing. Like, winning one is cool, but winning one doesn't really do a lot for you in the NBA standards. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did he deserve Finals MVP or did Jaylen Brown deserve
No,
Finals MVP?
no. I think they did it
man,
right.
that's tough. I don't know. Like so this is a lot. I think he had 2 bad games shooting wise that looked really bad, and you usually don't win if you do that. That's what happened to Steph with the KD stuff. But like he did lead the team in points, rebounds, and assists. That's got to count
I
for
thought
something.
he
And he's the
played
best player on the
better-
team.
I thought he played better than Jalen the last 3 games.
I don't think it should. I should have go. I think
Like-
it should have been to Drew. To be honest, I don't think it should have been either of them.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been that mad.
I don't
at
know.
that.
Drew's a tough pick.
It's like the Iguodala.
I still
pick, though.
think.
Steph should have.
I don't like that pick.
Yeah.
I know, but I'm just saying if that's what we're gonna do, I think you should do it. Where it's like
Yeah.
I don't know.
think
I
that's
don't know if
stupid, though.
Tatum was necessarily deserving, and I don't know if Jaylen Brown was necessarily deserving.
They
Right?
could have flipped a coin and it wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah.
Should have given it
Yeah.
to Porzingis.
He was crazy when he was out.
Hey,
Uh,
they said he was playing off a perk 90. I mean, who knows, man? Like,
yeah,
He's
he's
in
gonna
there
have
being
surgery.
effective.
So as soon as the game was over, like surgery out for a couple months. Like bro was out there on the freaking barely a leg.
yeah, I was waiting for the Luka Doncic report to come out that he had like some cartilage problem or something. The way he was hobbling around.
Bro, he is messed up though. Maybe he just
He
needs to lose
was.
weight. I don't know.
Yeah.
Who knows? Who
Kyrie
knows?
did not
But-
look good either. Besides game 3.
Yeah, I mean they were just but that was a bad matchup for them.
Bad
I think
matchup.
if Denver would have gave him a better series. Even Minnesota would have gave him a better
Minnesota.
series.
Yeah, but
I never seen
know-
Kyrie not be able to shake like that though. Like he was getting boxed.
no, it wasn't exactly the series that I think everyone really wanted.
It
unless
was
you're a Celtics fan.
boring. I didn't watch no games.
Unless you're Charles Burns, I don't think
Last
you
2
really
finals,
enjoyed it.
Yeah, the last 2 finals have been pretty
Poop.
terrible.
Yeah, man.
We got 2
But
good
I will
ones
say-
in between
I will
that,
say though, I do enjoy that we've had a different champion the last 5 years. I enjoy that.
Raptors, Lakers, Bucks, Warriors, yeah, Celtics.
Yeah, I enjoy that. I enjoy that. It's better than the LeBron versus Warriors for 9 years straight BS that we had going on.
That was even I was
That
getting
was
tired of
crazy.
that.
This is like, bro, we need something new. All right, here we go.
It's my favorite
Start
part
talking-
of the day right here.
Do you, I was so we're getting to our starting 5. I have the thing ready, but there's a lot of complaining going on, so I'm just let Jared pick the order. We have starting 5 all playoffs team
How about you
today.
just go off? Oh, never mind.
Yeah, all playoffs team. So you can assemble your team. I think we should do any position you want because obviously
Agree.
there's more emphasis
Speaking
on
of
different
catching
positions.
heat, so if I'm going first, am I going to catch heat for my first pick again?
I mean, I said you could pick the order. You don't have to go first. You just always have complaints. So I'm gonna just let you pick the
No,
order.
I'm
So.
just saying. No, I'm saying if I did go first, remember I caught heat, but it ended up being a good pick though.
Dude, we had a whole episode about why Shea Gilgeous-Alexander was our MVP pick, and then you picked someone else for your first overall pick for the All NBA team. That's why you received heat.
Yeah, let's
It
move
wasn't
on.
because we
I'm
disagree
just-
with Anthony Edwards.
Yeah. Let's move on.
But that's the
I'm
starting
just
five. All
saying, I
playoff
got the
team.
team that I wanted. I'm gonna go.
Uh,
This is the order that's gonna go. I'll
Yeah, go
go.
for it.
Yeah, Tom, then Luke because he's being a jerk, and then me.
Okay. All right. Hell yeah. Let's see. My first overall pick. This is tough. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna select Jaylen Brown at the 2.
Jaylen Brown at the
Jaylen
2
Brown
for
at the
Tom.
2. His numbers, weren't fantastic in the finals, but dude, he was phenomenal all playoffs long. He really stamped himself. I think he's so
Good pick.
nice.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean,
It's
he
worth the
was.
300 mil.
Yeah, he proved it.
Yeah,
man.
I will say that. I think that pick did, vindicate some of that.
Yeah.
That paycheck. Okay. Sorry, I'm just writing this down. Jaylen Brown. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go at the shooting guard, and this is an unorthodox. It's kind of a weird position for him, but this is just the way I want to build my team. I'm gonna put at the shooting guard. I'm gonna put Luca. I'm gonna put Luca at the shooting guard. Um,
Okay.
that's my number one pick. Here in the first round. And yeah, I mean, I think his playoff play was undeniable. Obviously, he came up short, but he was willing the team in the finals. Game 1, he basically was leading them back when they were down and out. He had plenty of iconic moments. And yeah, I mean, I think we all know what Luke is capable of. So give me Luca at the shooting guard.
This is great. I'm not gonna run from it. My number one overall pick, shooting guard, Anthony Edwards, Ant-Man.
Nice. Good pick.
That's my shooting guard. My second pick I'm gonna go at center. I'm gonna go Porzingis.
Okay.
See, okay, so I do have a question for you on this because
Yeah.
he did show up. Like he did show up when they needed him and everything, but like I didn't put him on my my
So
depth
the-
chart because he basically didn't
hurt.
play in the
Yeah.
playoffs.
So
Like,
this is I knew that this was gonna happen, so I had a rebuttal to that. Based on minutes played times value
yeah.
of those minutes played, I think he probably is in the top 2 or 3, right?
Yeah.
Like clearly if he's healthy, like they may only lose one game. Maybe they lose the Miami game because Miami hit like 19 23s. They lose that
Yeah.
game, but that's probably the only game they lose if he's healthy the whole time.
No,
So,
I'm not mad at the pick. That's just,
yeah.
I
just
feel like
didn't
that would come
so-
up.
And then my thing is too is like looking at positionally, like this is no hate on no one else's list, but like positionally, that's how I want my team to play. And I knew he wouldn't be there on the turn again. So
I mean, I wasn't gonna take him, but
okay. Well,
I'm gonna go ahead and finish my backcourt here. I'm gonna take Jalen Brunson as my point guard. I'm gonna take Jalen Brunson as my point guard.
That's a really good pick.
great pick.
I think I can't. I'm not alone in saying that we all were Knicks fans for a really
Oh,
solid
absolutely.
portion of the
Absolutely.
playoffs there, and he was the driving force for that. So,
100%.
yeah, very excited to watch Jalen Brunson moving forward, and the rest of that Knicks squad, to be honest. But yeah,
Fun squad. Fun squad. Yeah, really excited that these two guys just fell to this spot in the draft. Neither of them made it past the second round, but they both played great. At center, I'm gonna select Nikola Jokic again.
Yep.
He was still playing phenomenal basketball. I mean, I know they lost and blew the 3-2 lead, but there was a good conversation for a couple of days there where everyone was baking Rudy Gobert because Jokic was hitting ridiculous shots on him. It's like, what more can you want the guy to do?
Yeah.
Just Jokic. And then I'm gonna go point guard, solidify the backcourt. Give me Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, man.
that's a good
He
pick.
was great. He was great. They fell short two guys playing really good basketball as well, and PJ Washington having the series of his life. If PJ Washington plays like he played in the finals, the Thunder probably go to the finals.
Yeah.
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 That's probably fair.
I'm not mad at that. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go with where do I want to go here? I like my depth. Okay, I'm gonna go. It's gonna be a little bit of a small ball lineup here. I guess I probably could have moved Luca to my small forward, but that's fine. We're gonna put Derek White at our small
Nice.
forward. We're gonna put
Wow.
Derek White at our small forward.
Wow.
Yeah,
That is
interesting,
a
but-
interesting pick.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
wow.
understand that it's an interesting pick, but I'm a big fan of his.
Yeah,
I think
you
it's
can't.
hard.
It doesn't
I
hurt
think
to
it's
have
hard.
Derek Wright on the floor.
I think there's gonna be, obviously the big names and everything, but I what he does for any team that he's been on is undeniable. He plays hard. I mean, the dude lost his tooth in that last game, like diving on the floor, like
Yeah.
defender. He stepped his game up in a big way this year. And yeah, I'm a big fan of his, and I know we might be a little undersized, but with Luca on the other side of the wings, we're gonna need someone who could play Jalen Brunson. So we definitely need a perimeter defender out there. So I'm gonna take Derek
That's
White
fair.
there.
That's true. Your team's getting fried on defense.
Yeah, it's fine.
All right. Yeah, that's on par for you.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. What month is it?
Okay.
What month is it?
Yep, it's June.
It's June. All right.
All right. At point guard, this is my not. I knew he would be here, so I wanted to make sure I got my other picks down. But I think he's just prepping himself every year, prepping himself to like really take off. At point guard, give me Tyrese Maxey.
Nice. He had a great series.
Yeah. And then keeping with my youth movement, I have another player who I think this was his first experience in the playoffs. I think there's so much more for us to see in the future. Give me Paulo Banchero at the
Oh,
power
good
forward.
pick, Jay.
The power forward.
I had him as my walk on.
Dang, that's a really good pick.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was short lived. Unfortunately, it's short lived.
Yeah,
but,
yeah,
I
I
mean, the
mean-
kid's
I
like
mean-
20 years old. Like he
Dude,
had
yeah,
a phenomenal.
he's so good. Like
series,
you
yeah.
don't realize like the way he like to watch him move, and then you forget he's 6'10".
He's so
Yeah.
good. He's
Like
so
you
good.
forget that like he's huge.
Yeah.
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 So
Perfect. Okay, I'm just gonna go down the list here then. My power forward. Big fan of this guy. Big fan of this guy. He's gonna stretch the floor for us. Electric. The people in Minnesota love him. Give me Naz Reid. Give me Naz Reid at the
No.
4.
wow, you have a very family friendly list like this.
What does that mean? What do you mean family friendly?
Like like everybody loves Nas Reed. Like that's like that's like
I mean,
people
we got-
kids go to the game. He's the Scott Pollard of the
The
20s.
thing is, we gotta remember, the NBA is a business, right?
Yeah.
They know who people want to watch, right? So if we got
I'm
5
not-
guys,
I'm
if
not
I'm rolling
hating
out
on the
5
pick.
guys,
I'm not
we might
hating
get
on
a
the
couple
pick.
extra calls. We might get a couple extra calls.
You got Nas Reed and Derek White out there. You're playing a different game than I'm playing.
Yeah.
I like that though.
You're
That's a lot of made jump
You're,
shots.
you're playing a different game than I'm playing.
That's fine though.
Right.
I like where I'm at. I like where I'm at.
Yeah, I'm not mad at the pick.
Let's see how we want to build this team, man. Yeah, okay. I think I'm gonna go this direction. We've got 2 very good scorers in the backcourt. We've got Jokic at the center, so we need to solidify the defense along with SGA and Jalen. So we're gonna put Jaden McDaniels at the 3 next to those 2 guys. Jaden McDaniels was excellent all playoffs. Luka give him hell, but Luka gives everybody hell. And we can put Jaylen Brown on Luka if Jaden's struggling still. And then at the 4, I'm gonna put PJ Washington here. He didn't have a great finals. He didn't have a great finals, but he had a great first 3 rounds, and he was balling, playing with confidence. Corner 3 was money. Let's go PJ Washington there. We need to space the floor a little bit more.
That's a good pick. I like that. I'm not mad at that at all. All right, I just need my center here, and this is who I wanted in the first place. I knew I could wait till my last pick to get him. I think for what his role was, what they were asking of him, and the way he played, Daniel Gafford. Daniel Gafford was
wow.
phenomenal. He was phenomenal during the
Over
playoffs, man.
Lively?
I mean, I like both of them. I think
Yeah.
they just called
They're
upon Gafford
yeah.
more. Yeah, like in
Tandem. They essentially split minutes. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
no, that like they were kind of the same player.
But my goodness, bro, you're like in the world of NBA where people always like idolize and put the shine on like these dudes who are filling it up, and obviously they deserve it. Like you got a dude like Gafford and Lively's the same example that just go out there and they have three things they need to do: defend, rebound, and catch lobs, and they did that elite at an
Very, very
elite
Yeah.
level,
elite.
and out Gafford and PJ Washington made the Mavs front office look like some of the most smart people in the world at the deadline because the
Yeah.
way that they were playing and bought into the system that
Even
they
Derrick
were
Jones
putting-
signing, free agent signing.
Jerry Jones Jr. like
Yeah.
they like I think in terms of you talk about the NBA's full role players, like that's what it is, and he did
Yeah.
it to a T. So
They don't get to the finals without him, man.
no, not at all. And he was great on the defensive end. He was great on the
Yeah.
defensive end.
Yeah, I agree.
So yeah,
He's a
give me
baller.
Daniel Gafford.
Good pick.
That's a good pick. This has worked out great for me. I haven't had to do any pivoting, and I feel like my team is just the strongest put together team. At the small forward, this guy again, another young rising star. He's the perfect utility, doesn't have to be the star, but stars in his role. Give me Jalen Williams, J-Dub,
J-Dub.
at the
Yeah,
small forward.
I had him in the
Yeah,
depth
J-Dub's
chart.
good.
Yeah,
He's good.
yeah, small forward. And then, I mean, this guy, he's not a walk on, but God, if you could pick someone that played like a walk on, give me Josh Hart, man. Give me
He's
Josh Hart.
awesome, man.
Guys
He's
just
so
straight
awesome.
coast to coast, downhill, 15 rebounds at 6'4". Like that's who we need coming off the bench to like solidify our wins.
Battling through that rib injury.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Josh
no,
Hart. a nice
they're real.
walk-on.
Yeah, a warrior for sure. That's a good pick. Full transparency, I was gonna go his New York running mate over there with DiVincenzo, Derrick Rose at my walk on, but I'm gonna go a different direction here. Because we talk about walk on, you never know when your opportunity is gonna come. When your All NBA point guard goes down and you have to step up against the eventual world champions, Andrew Nemhard. Andrew
No,
Nemhard,
man. No.
he was fantastic. He was
Yeah, that's a good pick.
fantastic.
Dang it.
Like
You should have
he
picked
was
DiVincenzo.
he was filling it up, man, and like someone who's literally had to guard him. I was not expecting that. I was not expecting that at all. So shout out to Andrew Nemhard. He got himself a big time paycheck coming because of the way he performed this postseason. So
Yeah, maybe
way to step up when
get
you're
him on
number
the make the
one.
call, get him on the pod.
I mean, I don't have those connections. Like he probably doesn't even remember me, but that's fine. But yeah, Andrew Nemhard at the walk on.
WCC bump. Yeah, dang. I definitely had Andrew Nemhard as my walk on. That's unfortunate. I'll go in a different direction.
Really?
But
I'm so surprised at that.
I mean, it was
Yeah.
literally like the backup
No.
PG, and then
No, I'm surprised. I'm surprised that's who Tom had.
dude, he's so nice. I think he's so good. But anyways, I'm gonna stay true to who I am. We're gonna stick on the same team. Give me my guy, TJ McConnell.
Yeah, why was he not your first pick? That's
Come on.
kind of crazy that you associate with him.
It's just because I've been giving
most,
TJ
and
so much love lately. I just like I
So
need,
why
maybe
would
I
you
need
stop
to
here?
relax. I don't know.
Oh.
I'm not gonna stop there. Where TJ's my walk on, and he is. Like,
I'm gonna tell him, bro. I'm gonna tell him he was second fiddle. I'm
no,
gonna tell him that he was
don't
like
tell TJ that, please.
he was second scraps.
Tell him I
I'm
want
gonna
to get
tell
in the. Tell him I want to get in the gym with him. If you tell him anything.
Okay. You guys just gonna work on defensive slides or what?
Yeah.
All right.
all right, man. Well, here are the lists. Tommy,
Oh.
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, Jaylen Brown, Jaden McDaniels, PJ Washington, Nikola Jokic, walk on TJ McConnell. A lot of PJ, TJ, SGA. Okay. Jared.
A lot of initials.
My
Jared,
God,
we
bro.
got Tyrese Maxey,
That's the
Anthony
winning
Edwards,
team right there.
J-Dub,
God, my team's
Paolo
so nice.
Banchero, Porzingis, and Josh Hart. Can I just like this whole episode, like both of you just talking over me? Like this is ridiculous.
Oh God! Stop
My
complaining.
team: Jalen Brunson, Luka Doncic, Derek White, Naz Reid, Daniel Gafford, and Andrew Nemhard. I will say it's looking rough for my team, but I love my guys. I love my guys.
Is it ironic that you have Brunson and Doncic together and they should have still been teammates?
Yeah, bro, it's actually nuts. It's actually nuts. But I feel
And
like
they had Porzingis.
yeah, Porzingis, man.
Man.
They had all three of them.
They had all three of them, bro.
It's actually crazy. I remember
Jalen doesn't
they
become Jalen without leaving.
Yeah.
So
But I also don't think Jalen becomes Jalen without being there with Luca too, because I'm sure a lot of that.
Luka
dog
got
comes from him,
hurt,
too.
and when they went to Western Conference Finals, that was that was a big coming out,
Yeah,
big
so
confidence booster.
it all goes together. But yeah, good combos. I think that's the best way to wrap up the season, man. Obviously, draft talk and everything will ensue here shortly, but that's the way we wanted to go out for the 2024 NBA season. Congratulations to the Boston Celtics. And yeah, Jared, what you got for us?
Well, one, I just want to say, as much as the finals were underwhelming, it was an entertaining season. I will
It was
say
a very
that.
entertaining season.
Yeah, it was an entertaining season. Also, I'll just say it now because it's probably before I get into any other soliloquies. We want to give a shout out to Inside the NBA, man. We probably got one more year, man. RIP. And Chuck already came out and said that he's not going to go to a different TV show. So next year will be his last year on TV. And yeah, man, as all of us are very avid basketball watchers, there's not really a lot of people that actually sit and watch the games. I actually enjoyed that. It's one of the few times that I'll sit and watch after the game or rewatch after the game. And you just gotta give those guys their flowers, man. They took something that probably, I don't know, probably was just filler when it first started happening. Like, what are we gonna do after the game to try to keep people watching? That just turned into an absolute juggernaut, and Emmy after Emmy after Emmy. And like once they added Shaq, it was a foregone conclusion. It was gonna be magic.
Yeah.
So I just want to give those guys shout outs, man. That's awesome. So Kenny, Ernie, Chuck, Shaq, great job, man. You guys won't be replicated, man. I'm putting that on record.
We don't care about the B team.
I'm glad. That's crazy. I'm
I love
glad.
Maul. I love Maul, but it won't be replicated.
I'm glad that you said that because like they would probably hit us up after listening to this episode and being like, "Damn, why didn't they give us a shout out?" So that's really good that you touched on that, Jared.
Nah, I was thinking about
Shaq will be super grateful about it.
Like, man, those guys at the walk on are some dicks, bro. They didn't even give us a shout out.
Not us, man. It can never be us.
It'll be interesting to see how next season goes. Like, bro, they're wild now. Bro, I already know what they're gonna be on like next season when they're gonna get canceled. What do they get?
Yeah, they got no. Yeah, you want to fire me? Oh, okay.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Fire me? Show's ending.
They gotta be on some crazy stuff.
Yeah, that'll be funny.
But I do digress. Even if I have to deal with Pinehurst and I end up in a playoff for the Cup, I always fall back on my 50 chips a night because there won't be a bogey putt in sight.
Getting doubles and triples, yeah.
Bang around.
Oh, that's straight shot. That's crazy. That's crazy.
That was easy. You know, you see that was the layup. Like no,
that's
well
not true.
Said.
No, you had that teed up. You're ready. You're ready to hate.
How did I know that you were gonna say no bogey putts in sight though? Like you gotta.
You just saw it and you're like, okay, I'm just ready to hate. You're just ready. You
saw the opportunity and he struck.
There's no shame
in that. There's no.
Yeah, you would have done the same thing. It's fine.
Yeah. We're just
playing. I'll say this. Jared played a very solid round of golf at a very difficult course last week when we played. So I'm hating, but like the kid's showing improvement. So
but
that's why I can't hate.
That was
putting was probably bad for every single person at the course. Though the greens were rolling like no other. It was ridiculous.
People had told me that the greens were tough there, and like you hear that, but like, dude, that was painful. That was like it was to the point where I didn't even get upset because it's just like, bro, I don't like.
There were holes. We had 4 people. There were holes that we would have like 15 putts total, and it didn't even like nobody hit a bad putt. It was just like, damn,
dude. Yeah, not that this matters, but like the amount of times that there was a downhill putt and the ball stopped rolling was just insane.
Yeah, and then the flip side that you fell off the edge of the green. It's like, all right, dude.
Yeah.
That's why I said
crazy.
We're just not good enough for that type of course, which is fine. It was a good experience, regardless.
Yeah, it was fun. I had a good day out there.
And sometimes that's all that matters, guys.
It's a social activity. Social.
Yeah, man, I can't. Yeah, just like pickleball.
Well, I'm not gonna make another comment about that. But this has been episode 99. Wow, man, triple digits, man. If I don't say it enough, I love you guys. Love you
Yeah,
guys,
big
man.
Ken Griffey.
I mean, it's still 99 though, so like we're not quite there. We're JJ Watt right now, like.
Yep. Episode 100 next week. We got something very, very special coming. So everybody stay tuned and be ready. Thank you all. This has been your favorite walk-ons. We're walking out.